but I will say this film hits differently when you're on the brink of turning 30. Welcome to Tea and Popcorn, where we talk about film, culture, and social commentary. In this video, we're going to talk about Tick, Tick, Boom and explore the film's themes of career pressure, the pursuit of success, and of course, the fear of turning 30. Tick, Tick, Boom is a musical drama based on the story of Jonathan Larson, best known for creating the musical Rent. Adapted from Larson's semi-autobiographical musical of the same name, the film follows his journey as he approaches 30, balancing the pressures of personal relationships, financial struggles, and artistic ambitions in his quest to leave a legacy. We'll uncover what Larson's journey teaches us about embracing our own paths, even when it feels like time is running out. Although the film came out in 2021, I feel like it was a little bit of a sleeper hit and hasn't really been talked about since then. With that being said, I'm going to avoid spoilers for this video because I highly recommend watching it. But I will say this film hits differently when you're on the brink of turning 30. Part 1, Career Pressure and Time Running Out. At the beginning of the film, Larson is 8 days to his 30th birthday. He compares his milestones to his parents, as well as his favorite playwright. And this is consistent with the idea that we have to have everything figured out by the time we reach 30. I mean, there's lists like the 30 under 30 list. We compare ourselves to our friends and family. Heck, we compare ourselves to previous generations. And if you're a zillennial like me, you feel like the cards have been dealt wrong. You might feel like society has set us up for failure. Previously, we could buy a house at our age. Previously, we could have all these accomplishments. We could afford having 2 kids and a dog. List goes on and on and on, but I digress. Theme 2, balancing passion with practicality. In the film, Larson talks about his dedication to his art, but sacrifices financial stability. The financial instability also strains his personal relationship and, of course, causes increased stress. He sees his friends having successful careers. Him and his childhood best friend had aspirations of going to New York and exploring theater, but his friend got a job in advertising and is making more money than him. Like I mentioned previously, when we reach our 30s, there's a pressure to have everything together career-wise and also to settle down. But sometimes our livelihoods doesn't have that stability. What this film explores that is very interesting to me as a fellow creative is that balance between pursuing your artistic ambitions and really taking that risk, but also going the safe route in your career. In the film, Larson is trying to pitch a play, but he works as a waiter as his day job. He's willing to take that risk, but at the meantime, he has to struggle. In the film, he actually debates if he wants to put his dreams on hold to get a more stable career, or at least make some extra cash. Growing up, we're told, get a stable job, creativity doesn't make you any money, yada yada yada. But now we're also told, use your hobbies as your side hustle. And although that does help economically, will you really truly be satisfied monetizing everything and just working all the time? Part 3, comparing yourself to others. Larson experiences a lot of self-doubt as he watches his peers succeed. He feels like he has to hit certain milestones. He feels overwhelmed to the point where he wants to hide. And he's left to make very tough decisions. Now more than ever, we have more opportunities to compare ourselves to other people with the rise of social media, when it's essentially a highlight reel. So what does Tick Tick Boom teach us about reaching our 30s? Lesson 1. Success doesn't have a timeline. Through Larson's journey, we really learn about patience. We also learn that success doesn't happen at the same pace for everyone, and life's paths are rarely straight or predictable. Lesson 2, the importance of patience. Success requires resilience, and success can come at the time that's least expected. In Tick Tick Boom, Larson was working on a play for 8 years. Some of that 8 years came from perfectionism and procrastination caused by the perfectionism. But regardless, he was always resilient. And towards the end of the film, everything comes together. Lesson 3, finding the balance of life, work, and art. In the film, Larson is hyper-focused on his creative passion. However, those creative endeavors causes him to neglect his personal relationships. Without giving too much away, he has a wake-up call of how he needs to stay in the moment. He constantly feels like time is running out, but as he's focusing on time running out, he is not staying present. By staying present and focusing on other aspects in life, like your relationships, your mental health, your self-care, you learn how to maintain that balance in the best capacity that you can. And lesson 4, letting go of the 30-year-old deadline. Overall, Larson's story reminds us that there is no 30-year-old cutoff. And 30s could be seen as a new beginning. It's a new decade. You went through the roughness of your 20s. You feel a bit more self-assured, and you're really going into your own in your 30s. At the time of this recording, I actually recently just turned 30 myself. And I actually watched this movie 8 days prior to my 30th birthday, the same age Jonathan Larson was in the film. On my Instagram, I asked my followers who were 30 plus for advice on this new decade. And I want to share it with other people that are reaching their 30s. Stop putting limits on life. Life is not a contest. There is no set rules. Keep living. Be deliberate. Take care of yourself emotionally and physically. Prioritize your health. Find a doctor who listens to you and is ready to work with you. The number one thing is to be yourself. Be empathetic to others. Life is hard for all. Drink less, sleep more, take care of yourself. Enjoy it. Your prefrontal cortex is fully developed. You worked hard to get where you are. Love your life. And we'll end on this note. Just realize how crazy it is that you made it this far. You're like, wow, I'm 30. And for the people watching this video who are 30 plus, drop some advice in the comments. But I would like to make a quick water toast to being 30. I've decided that it's going to be totally awesome.